Good morning. She did it. Very good, very good. How are you guys?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Doing good.
I really did think, Penny, and I actually thought that I'd put up an event, but obviously I've just absolutely, I've been doing that many lives this week. I just did not do it. So I've just put ourselves in a whole heap of groups. Chandra, I can't put it in yours never comes up on my share page. So if you want to share it to yours, go ahead and do that. I've shared it to a lot of the other platforms that we're both in. So if you've got any ones that I don't belong into, just go for it and share it out there.
Perfect.
How are you, Kathy McNeil? How are you, Chris Klein? Where have I seen your name before? Are you on my site or are you on Chandra's site? Where do I know that name from? I've seen you around. Sorry?
Possibly both.
Okay. Penny, remember that when Chandra speaks, I think we have to mute ourselves. Otherwise, she goes in and out. This always happens with Chandra's. I don't know why.
I know.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding
that. Good. How are you, ladies? Okay, so I guess I'll let Chandra, Penny go first and tell you, Kathy, how Chandra is. Penny.
I am doing fabulous. Had a really close call Friday. Made me very much of aware of all that I truly should listen to.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I was at work. Well, I didn't want to go to work, first of all. Something in my gut, I felt sick, didn't want to go to work, went to work anyways. And I was there and working, and the tow motor driver had these 3 20-foot long pallets, 3 on top of each other. And I was walking towards a certain direction and they fell over. And I don't remember much, just being out of the way all of a sudden and being like, holy. So I was almost crushed. And it was just my realization that those gut instincts are strong for a reason.
Oh,
and
yeah.
If I just don't want to do something, I should really just not do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or be very aware of your surroundings at the time. All right, very aware, but it's so scary, and sometimes you can't not go to where you need to go, but there's the sense of awareness that you have will help you, and obviously your team helped you out as well.
Yeah, because part of me thinks that they really pushed me.
Yeah.
I remember putting material away, starting to walk that way, and then I felt something brush my back, and I turned and was like, holy hell. And it was just
tumbling down. Wow.
Yeah, it was just, I felt something brush my back and it was already on the ground and it was right there. And that's why I'm like, the time doesn't add up. It's still kind of, the time doesn't add up. And
yeah, very scary. There's something to sit with, obviously, something to sit with and bend your mind a little bit, I think.
Definitely.
How are you, Chandra?
I'm doing good. What I really appreciated from that is Caroline mentioned awareness, or just being aware. And that's like what everything's kind of all about. So I thought that was neat. And I'm sorry you did have to go through that. I'm glad you're okay, Penny. But I'm doing good. Happy to be here.
It is. And so it feels like it's really early in the morning here. It's not. It's nearly 11:30 in the morning, but I had such a late night last night. Like and I did a live, and every time we do a live, we always manage to sit afterwards and just like the talk just keeps going and going and going and going. Okay. Rachel Childress, have you just put through a PayPal for us? Ah, dear me, dear me, dear me. Well, we've got 8 people here at the moment. Please, guys, don't forget to like the live. I don't know whether if I point up here, whether you can actually see the amount of people that we've got in the live, as well as the amount of love hearts that we've got. So people in the chat, let me know if you can see them, because I can see them and I can see who's given a love heart and who hasn't. So please show us that you love us and put a love heart up there in the, I think it's below the bio or the introduction that we've got as well. So please don't forget to like it or love it or thumbs up it or something like that. That would be really good.
And I just want to say thank you, Chris, and everybody.
Sorry?
I just wanted to say thank you, Chris, and everybody that said out, sorry for Friday. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get my phone to work so I can see the comments, but it's not
Oh, well, here you
happening.
go. I'm putting them up here. Angels were protecting you, Kathy says. Being aware and in the now, Chris says. Penny, I'm glad you're okay and here. Kathy says, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, you can. Andrea gives a heart. Okay. All right. So we're all up to date. I'll try and put them all on, but as we do the readings, I usually don't put other people's comments up because sometimes it puts us off. Hi,
Right.
Ash. How are you? Don't believe I've seen you before on here. So welcome in. Please don't forget to like Chandra's page, which is there written up on the screen, Chara's Readings. And Penny doesn't have a page at the moment. But I do. So go in and like the pages before you request a reading. And Rachel, I got your donation, so you will be first in line for an in-depth reading, okay? Ruby Reedy, hello. Hello, Coral, how are we all? Please make sure that you like and share the pages of this particular live. That would be really good. I feel like I ate my breakfast too fast. I didn't, but I feel like I do. I was very naughty last night. Do you guys have barbecue shapes over there, like Arnott's barbecue shapes?
Mm-mm.
No?
Just
Like
regular
farmer.
shakes.
No, shapes, like biscuits. In Australia, we call them Arnott's barbecue shapes, and we've got all different sorts. We've got barbecue shapes, we've got nachos, nacho shapes, we've got cheese flavored ones. I'll show you the packet shortly, and I ate so many of them. I was just so naughty.
Is
But I got the
barbecue
munchies.
meat?
Hey?
Is it meat? Barbecue?
No. I'll go and get it while you guys talk to everybody.
Great. That's great, Caroline.
See, I muted myself so we could hear you. It sounds like a pastry with different stuff in it. Sounds good though.
The crepes kind of thing.
Kinda, yeah. I'd have to see it. Oh, just funny how nothing seems to work when you want it to. I'm sitting here trying to get this thing to work and it's not working.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of like a Hot Pocket, almost. Looks like.
Oh, like chips. Are they chips? Barbecue chips. Caroline, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, they're little chips.
Hi, Kanisha. You're on mute still, Caroline.
We call them shapes, biscuits, but you call them chips, obviously.
Oh, they're chips. Okay.
No, they're not chips.
Oh, I ate some. I did the
biscuits.
same last night.
Kind of like our crackers.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that.
Cool.
Which is exactly what Kathy McNeil just said. They're like crackers. Okay, so who are we? If you would like a reading, people, pop in your donation and you will get either 2 or 3 of us doing a full reading. So it's really worth your while to do this today. There are 3 readers here. If you get a free reading, it will just be from one of the readers here, and it will be very short. It may give you some sort of indication as to what could happen in a full reading. So you're quite welcome to have a card drawn or to get some intuitive insight for you, but it will only probably not even be a minute long when the message comes through. And if you choose to do a full reading after that, by all means, you can do that as well. Does anybody have Cash App where I can donate to? Who has Cash App? Okay, Chandra has Cash App. Do you want to pop it in the comments, Chandra?
Will do. Do it right now.
Did I put that in the bio? I don't think I did. I will actually put it in the bio as well. So once you've done that, Chara's Readings Cash App.
Sorry for all the disorganization today. Everything's not working. We don't have our shit together, it seems. It's, it's just a little bit of everything.
Chandra Wattle.
Kanisha, I put that Cash App info in there. Hi, Mila and Samantha.
Okay, so I've put it in the bio. I don't know whether it was a link, but I put it in there. So hopefully when you go back in, if you refresh your page, it should be in there. But this is the Cash App for people who are over in America or outside of Australia, because we don't have Cash App here. So just let us know that you've put your donation through, and we'll add you to the list. Thank you, Mila, for sharing us out. I would pin that, Chandra, but I don't know if I can pin 2 things at once. Maybe what I'll do is, can you, in the private messenger, can you pop the Cash App there? And then what I'll do is I'll put mine and yours there, and I'll pin that one in the private chat.
That way you can pin them both.
Sorry?
I can do it through Messenger. I don't know if it's going to be like a hyperlink, but because if I do it through here, where I can send it, it'll go out, I think. And never mind.
Oh, okay.
I got it. I'm going to send it to you in Messenger.
All right.
If it works. How are you, Caroline? I don't think
I'm good. I've got to go out this afternoon and do a whole lot of shopping because I've been a hermit this week. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. I don't know, it seems that when I go out, people's energy just affects me so much. Like I try to shut it down. When I say try, I put my bubble around me and all that sort of thing, but I just feel people's energy, and it's just like, go away, please. Don't talk to me. I'm put my head down. But yeah, that's what happens when I go out. So I prefer not to. I prefer to go down the beach or something like that. So Chandra, let me know when Kanisha's has come through.
Will do.
Okay, shopping A. Yeah, no, I know shopping A. All right, so let me see if I can find Chandra's messenger. Copy, private chat, paste. Yeah.
I did just receive Kanisha's donation.
Okay. So don't worry about what I just wrote in the private chat. It's just so that I can copy and paste it into comments. All right, paste. Hi Hawkeye, how are you? So I'm going to just pin that. Coral green. I got your donation. Whoops, sorry guys. Honestly, it's turned down. I'm just going to pin it now. Hang on a minute. Pin comment. Just let me know if the comment is pinned now. You may have to just refresh the screen, but I'm pretty sure it's pinned now.
I see it pinned.
Okay, all right. So that's what you can do, and just let me know if it comes through, Chandra. All right, let's get this show on the road. We've got a whole stack of people in the background waiting. So will we do a bit of warm up here? Anyone?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got yes. I would love
Okay.
that. I will. Sure.
There are people sitting in the background here that may be new. Please like the pages, and we will give you a very short reading, one each. So I will pick. I don't think I've done Christy Laws before, so I'm going to choose you, Christy, and then maybe Penny or Chandra can go next, and then we will jump into Rachel Childress's in-depth reading. So, Christy.
I just wanted to answer, yes, Amy, that was me.
So was that we're doing Rachel then Kanisha, possibly?
Yes. So Rachel, Kanisha, and then Coral so far. Yeah. After these, yeah, sure. Just to do an intro. Christy, I'm picking up from you from my guides that you need to be near water. I don't know whether you have any water near you, whether there's a waterfall. They're showing me a waterfall that you could go to. And geez, Penny, maybe you need to go there as well. But just go to water. And it will help you ground yourself. That I'm picking up that you need to ground. So please go to visit the water, or go and have a long shower or a bath or something, because you need to get near water, and you need to just get rid of all of the negative energy that you've picked up along the way that is not yours to hold. Okay, so that's your message. Hopefully that helps you, Christy. If you would like an in-depth reading, please pop your donation through. Whoever wants to go next.
Chris Klein. What tells me, why do I have the feeling that you you do this yourself in ways. You are very open and have very strong connection. You really need to tap into this and use it because it's stronger than it's strong. It's just strong. You have a very strong connection in finding the truth of one's truth. Not everybody else's, just theirs. If that makes sense.
Just let Chris, just let Penny know if that resonates with you. Chandra?
I do have a couple cards for Amy. I think you did Christy, then Chris. So I was drawn to Amy. There could be some sort of relationship or some sort of like connection, deep connection we are, going through right now. It's important. We're trying to balance and maybe even things out. I also feel like it's got our guards up about something. We may be putting up a boundary, and we're following our intuition here about that. And there's a guardian angel here helping you along the way. Amy, that's what I've got for you. Also, a lot of releasing, maybe recognizing what we need to release. Amy, I hope that resonated with you.
Beautiful. All right. Okay. That's all three of us done. Hello, Lockie. How are you? It's about time you got yourself out of bed. Rachel Childress, are you here? Amy says she wasn't expecting that. And she says thank you. Oh, my screen's going dark and light. Like, look, all I have to do is move and it. Can you see?
I see it. Yeah.
I can dance. I'll dance.
Okay.
Well, it must have been late night, Lockie. Okay, Rachel Childress. Let's tap into your energy. We're all allowed to have sleep-ins, by the way, Lockie. Very grateful. Amy says she's very grateful.
Rachel, I already started tapping into yours earlier. My question is, why do I feel that you're getting more relaxed in the situation at hand, as if it's finally starting to ease up?
Do you have any questions, Rachel? Or you have any feedback for Penny? Rachel.
I feel like this is just the natural next step, and it's finally going to be easier, if that makes sense. I just feel like I can breathe again. Well, if you've been asking your guides for help, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming in strong, because I'm also getting like really super hot, and this feeling is just the weight's starting to lift.
I literally just turned my fan on when you said it was getting hot. Like it was getting hot.
Beautiful. And I'm picking up basically the same thing for you, Rachel, because I pulled two cards to start with, and one of them was the Ten of Wands, which is this particular card here, showing me that you've been through, that was the first card I pulled up, telling me that you'd been through and probably still are going through some pretty weird times for yourself. And then they showed me this Eight of Pentacles, which is a card that to me represents the fact that you're working on this emotional situation or whatever situation that you've got going for you at the moment, that you're working on it. And it does take up a lot of your time, but you're definitely moving into being able to sort through it. So that there are decisions that you will need to make, Rachel, that may not, my guides are saying, may not resonate with you all that much at that particular time. It feels heavy. It feels like you don't want to make the decision that you have to make. But in the end, this is what is going to happen. You will actually be very happy about the outcome. All right, the Ten of Cups shows me that you will be happy with the outcome, as hard as it may be. I don't know whether you're expecting or whether you need to sign some form of documentation, but that appears to be coming up for you as well. I don't know what the document's about, whether it's an agreement that you've got going, whether it's a situation where you will be signing documents for a new home, or whether it's for a loan, whatever it's for, that is coming into it. And again, you will be coming into a situation where you will be enjoying yourself with your friends. It's almost like you're going to propel forward. Anyone?
Anyone in the comments, or
No, you.
Okay.
If anybody wants to put into that.
I've got some things for Rachel. I feel like we have the third eye, seeing beyond. There's something, we've seen, we're experiencing in that third eye chakra that feels like it could be a little bit of chaos. We're trying to clear that out so we can see clearly. I feel like there's a lot of juggling. There's a lot of to do, like could be to-do lists. Like it's going through our mind all the time, and we're trying to juggle that back and forth. I got to do this. It's almost like a need to write it down, and I have that more after this. But I feel like there could be some sort of separation from negativity. This could be, sometimes it can be divorce, but it can be, I feel like it's some sort of ancestral or family connection with this. Usually it's called the ego card, and then roots of abundance. That's all about family and roots. Cutting the ties, Archangel Michael. If there's any negativity, asking him to assist in helping with cutting those ties. But there's two cards I saw before, juggling a lot through the mind, and to free that up and maybe clear that out. I also see this as something, could be waiting on a choice, like someone else's decision. I feel like, and this is Archangel Zadkiel in this deck, is here to help. He helps with learning, some sort of spiritual mentor. And also storytelling is what I have also. I feel like writing your story out, journaling, or somehow telling your story, maybe communicating it somehow, getting it out can really be therapeutic, I think. Whatever that is. Rachel, I also see the number 4 overall. To me, that's all about family and home life, discipline, hard work. So it feels like you're going through a lot of transitions and trying to sort this out through your own brain, your processing, so you can follow your intuition here. I hope that resonated.
And if I can add to that, when she said write it down or keep record, I think that's going to be a good, not outlet, just you can go back to. I've tried this way. This helped. And it will also help others that are dealing with, in the same sense of what you're going through. It'll give them more ways to look around the box and not just in the box.
Yeah, like reflection.
Yeah. It'll give her more clarity too. It'll just bring it all together.
Rachel, I also drew a card for you, which I think you may need to hear as well. It's card number 99. It talks about compassion. And it's actually asking you or encouraging you to open your heart and your mind to see others through the eyes of love. Every time you feel someone else's pain, as if you were, you feel other people's pain as if it were your own. And um, um, the book actually says you raise your personal vibration and the vibration of the world when you are feeling somebody else's pain as if it were your own. So it just be mindful of the fact that it is somebody else's and that you don't have to carry it. When you show kindness towards a stranger, you are living in your highest self. Like, so even if you walk past somebody and you're smiling at them and then all of a sudden you say to them, oh, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're well today, and just keep walking. That is a sign of respect for another soul. It doesn't matter what they look like so long as you say hello to them. And then it says, when you're understanding and loving, you align yourself with the divine. So the affirmation for that particular card is, I am compassionate towards others and attract the same in return. So when we give out compassion, or when we send those feelings of or issues back to people that we don't want to carry around, and sending it back with love, you will actually get that returned with good karma. Right? It will come back to you some way with good karma.
Thank you, Carolyn, because that was my heart, my empathy just all went to shit just right there and then. So it's strong.
Oh, Penny.
I felt every bit of that. I just felt her heart just go.
Aww.
It's like,
I try to do that. No, Rachel, you don't try to do that. You do that. All right, give yourself some credit where credit is due. By saying trying, that means that you're not giving yourself credit. You're easing up, and I want you to know that this is something that is really powerful to do. Okay, so just say, I'm doing that. Okay.
and I know how hard it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I do the same thing, and that's why I've ran from a lot of my spiritual gifts.
Yeah. Yeah. Just be compassionate towards other people and, pardon me, to yourself. Really, it is, and like Penny said, it is a really hard thing to do, to be compassionate towards yourself. But sometimes you just need to give yourself a hug like this, and you just need to say, I'm important, I'm okay, I'm just wonderful the way I am. I'm doing the very best I can with the knowledge that I've got. And that's what I want you to say, Rachel. I'm doing that. All right? Because you are. And things are going to get better for you. I don't know what your situation is, and apologies again, Rachel, because I know I've read for you before, but I never remember what I've read for you. Okay? They're also asking you to give yourself some time out. Time out for you, woman. Spend some time out on your own and perhaps give yourself that compassion. They want me to give you another one. Oh, there you go. Because this will bring healing to you. Okay, so stay on that path, Rachel. Stay on that path, because it is definitely And I think it was Penny that said it, that it's improving. And I think Chandra did as well. Like, the situations around you are going to improve simply because of your mindset.
It's almost as if you're so tired of all the mixed emotional craziness that you finally just, okay, we're rolling with it.
Yeah.
And
Get into it.
it's not going to be mine. I will feel it. I will go through it, but I'm going to let it go as quickly as it came. And it's learning how to deal with it. And I full-heartedly understand this. I understand it. I understand it because I want to understand from my heart, my soul, from my everything. I don't want to understand, which is not me.
It is it's a really good way of looking at it, Penny. Understand, kind of feels a little bit strange when you say
Under.
because understand is just an understanding of your inner world.
Yes.
Right?
And it's not under me.
Yes, it's not under you.
It's
within
in me.
It is in you. Yeah. Mm. So when you hear Penny say inner stand, for those people who don't understand that, it's basically the same, but on an internal level.
I thought I knew, but I understand. I understand better now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Understand comes from the heart, the soul, the everything. It just is.
Rachel, do you have any questions that you would like to ask? I just feel like you have something else that you need to share. You said that you were really tired. I'm being told that you're tired of the emotional roller coaster. So just let us know. And Kanisha, you are up next for your private reading, for your in-depth reading.
Funny thing is when I read that I'm really tired, I felt the same thing. I felt it's emotional tiredness.
Yes.
It's people don't realize how draining it can be when you're such an emotional empath.
Yeah.
It is full-heartedly draining.
Yep. Yep. It is very, very much so.
And I feel like
I mean,
find the way to cleanse that and clear that, but also understand that to where it works for you, to where you feel. Does that make sense? Because I know it's different for everyone.
Yeah, it does make sense. But just know, that the three of us understand what you are dealing with, and it does take time. It's a journey to get a grip on the feelings that we go through. She says, yes, and someone told me my angels and guides won't help me through this. It really upset me when that is what is going to get me. No, that's just not true, Rachel. Don't listen to that. All right, your team is there for you, and I'm being told that you speak to your team. So please, I don't want you to listen to whoever told you that they're not going to help you. Sorry, what was that, Penny?
I was agreeing. That's total crap. Just like people say that, I understand. I understand because it's not a part of me.
Yeah.
I understand vampires and the dark and this, that, and the other. But what I've learned and understand now is you allow that to be a part of you. It comes with, like, for me, it came with grief. It came with depression. It came with lower vibrations. It came with negative thoughts.
Yeah.
And whenever that was around, I noticed I would get bruises in my sleep because things were literally attacking me. Now that I know and I understand, my guides, my God, me, my spirit refuses to let anything into my bubble unless I allow it.
That's right. It's just so true. And Rachel, this is also, my guides are stepping in saying this is also about your boundaries. So when somebody else has told you that your guides and your angels won't help you, what I want you to do is tune into your intuition and ask yourself, what is it that you said to yourself when you heard that? Right? And if you heard, that's just not true, no, that doesn't sound right, you need to make sure that you keep that up, because what that person has said to you, and I don't care who it is or what they've said, I don't believe that. Right? They are always there despite what other people say. And it may be, I think Vanessa has said, it could have been that energy exchange. It could have been a trigger for you, Rachel, so that you will step up with your personal boundaries. Okay. So remember, you don't have to take on board anything that anybody says to you if it doesn't resonate. If it resonates for you, use it. Whatever doesn't resonate for you, just push it away and say, like, fuck off, go away. It's not helping. What you said was just completely unfounded and untrue. I don't believe it.
That's not.
I agree.
Like,
does that feel right to you when someone says that, oh, your angels aren't here to help you? Like, would that feel right to you? Like that's with that, and that's how you know where to go with your intuition, and and our angels are always there they're always there as long as we ask them, I think.
Yep. I mean, they were there for Penny that day that she had that accident. I mean, fuck, who pushed her out of the way? It was but by the grace of God. I don't have a faith, but I just use those words because it sounds good to me. It sounds positive. She's there, through the grace of God. She was helped through that. So, you've got to take on board what resonates for you, okay? Rachel, it's really important. I recently physically saw an angel standing by the foot of my bed, and afterwards I was ready to give up. He stood there the rest of the night. I heard my head that in the person wasn't channeling a good spirit and was false. Okay, good. And
well, there's your answer. Jeez, yes, I just got tingles all over my body from that. Just hearing her read this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Rachel, you've got this, and you did the right thing. And it's actually good that you can say this on a live, because this is projecting out your boundaries to other people. And like I said before, I don't care who it was that said it. And, if they look back on this, or if it was a private reading, I'm not sure, but these are your boundaries, specifically yours. And what you see and what you feel is more important than what you get told by other people. Okay? It's your world. It's your path. It's your journey.
And that's how you honor it. And it shows up more and more because you did honor it.
Yep.
They can't do the work for you. You still have to do the work, but they're going to be there helping you.
That's it.
And cheering you along the way. I mean, a little shove every once in a while to remind you.
So, Rachel, to end your reading, this is the card that they asked me to choose for you. What they want you to do is send forgiveness to this person, all right? Because they know not what they're doing, all right? They've given you that trigger that you needed to reinforce your boundaries. So send back what they gave you, and in a bubble of light, and just forgive them, for they know not what they do. There's another one of those things from the Bible that I don't subscribe to, but I still say it because it feels okay to me. It feels good. Okay, Rachel, that was for you. So keep stepping, just keep moving on. All right, they're there for you. They're there for you. That's why they are there to help you. And hello, everyone, just here. My real name is Rachel. Hi, Rachel. I'm not going to remember that, so apologies if I call you Anne. Sherry, hello, beautiful souls. I only have Cash App. Sherry, if you look at the pinned comments, you will find Chandra's Cash App. You can send it through there, and then Chandra can let us know when she's received it. And I've seen a man at the foot of my bed. Renee says, hi, ladies. Carolina Louie says, hello, beautiful Carolina and everyone. And Carolina, this is Penny at the top and Chandra at the bottom. Rachel Childress says, okay, thank you. I didn't think they did it on purpose. I just hope they realize bad things can interfere sometimes. Absolutely. Yeah. But as a reader, we are responsible for the words that we give to others. So we have to be just as mindful of giving out our words as you do with your boundaries. Okay.
So true. Somebody told me once that I had a dark side and she wouldn't work with me because of it. And that was back when I was having the negative issues, which scared me even more.
Yeah.
And just brought in dark even more.
Yeah, I agree. Like I've been through, we're vulnerable when we come to readings and spirituality in the first place, and we become stronger and stronger. But I've left in the beginning, especially, I've left readings crying and crying, but you have to learn to not let that resonate for you. If it doesn't resonate, don't let it,
Yep. So very true. I love working with you two ladies.
Me too.
These three.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Rachel, love and light to you. Thank you so much for your donation. Kanisha Malia. I think that's how you say it. Oh, water, Caroline, water.
Yeah, all of a sudden got pressure in my head as if I'm worrying about something.
Kanisha? Is that for Kanisha?
Yeah. She's worried about something. She's got a lot on her mind. And she's not drinking enough water herself.
I feel a little bit heavy in the head as well, but that could possibly be because I haven't drunk enough water. But
No, it just all of a sudden came on. It's like from right here. I mean, Rachel's reading got me a little bit teary-eyed and in the nose, but not like this.
Yeah.
So I can say what I have for Kanisha. I have, it feels like there's some sort of completion, a pattern, almost like we have recognized, wow, what a lesson we have learned. And the message is be proud of yourself. I also feel like this has to do with earth energy, your ancestral family, maybe fight or flight, but it's almost like a completion and understanding. And the light that is being shown to you, the messages. Let's see, Jophiel. This may have to do with like looking proper, having things in line. I'm not sure how that makes sense. Archangel Jophiel, but it's very like letting that energy flow, recognizing it, and being proud of yourself. Also recognizing there's Leo energy. There's something to do with this could be like recognizing your abundance, the fire, the passion, and the strength. Like maybe you've gone through some hard times and we're trying to build it back up and find that like roar, that grr. I don't know, friend says. But it's really, this could be seeing through your mind's eye, like a greater knowing, like seeing through the realness, like the smoke and mirrors. You know, people may show you something, but it's like you've gained a greater awareness and strength in seeing that. And also where to put your energy. You have very beautiful, generous energy, Kanisha, and maybe you've chosen a different area, but it feels like you're very giving, and you are seeing some sort of epiphany here, a greater understanding or wisdom on where your energy needs to be directed. And also this could be like, it may not seem like it, but maybe feel like you've realized, wow, this is why it's happened for me. Like, this is my gift. This is like a surprising gift being given to you. And it's like a beautiful uncaging. It's lots of fire. Also like root, sacral, chakra, just really passion, something being uncaged and brought to your attention there. I also see the number 3. That's all about expansion and motivation. I'm sorry. It was a donated reading, so I got a little into it.
No, keep going.
It's what excites you. It's bringing you a lot of passion. It's expanding your gifts and your stuff. Kanisha, love you.
Do you have anything more, Penny, that you'd like to add?
I was just going to say, when she was pulling these cards, the colors I seen felt power, felt, as I said earlier, she's got a lot going on up here. The brain is just full. There's a lot coming in, and it all ties into it. Makes perfect sense with what Chandra was saying, is there's so much going on, her head's so full, and it's definitely got some strong power to it.
Yeah, and it basically lines up with the cards that I've pulled for you as well, Kanisha. I got, and Chandra was saying that you are a giver. I can't remember what it was, Chandra or Penny that said it, but you are a giver. And when when I heard that and drew the card that I'm going to show you in a minute, it will explain to you a number of things that you could possibly go into for yourself. All right, and it's called the self-love card. You're being encouraged to make your relationship with yourself as a number one priority, and that is part of the key to happiness and manifesting your dreams. So they don't want you to think about all of your shortcomings. They want you to be in gratitude for the person that you are, because I can't see your face, but your profile picture tells me that you are really more balanced than a lot of people around, and you are so very deserving of self-love as well. All right. So they're basically saying to me, it's really time for you to start treating yourself like a friend and replacing that negative self-talk that you have. And give yourself some positive affirmations. The statements like, I'm lovable, I'm worthy, and I'm perfect just the way I am, so that you actually raise your vibration with all of the efforts that you put into other people. They're asking you to put that into yourself as well. So you could always set aside time to write down all the things that you admire about yourself. And you know how hard that is, Kanisha? That is just so hard. Like, I sit there, and I've actually tried to do this myself, and I'll say, and I'll put the heading up there. What is it that I like about myself? And I sit there and I think, oh, yes, I could write this. I could write that. No, I don't think I'm going to write anything. And it's really hard, because that's that self-love that you need to give yourself. Really hard. You can say it to other people, but saying it to yourself, well, that's another story. So just all the things that you admire about yourself, and even if you write them in the smallest of words, I find that when I write things about myself, I write them really little, but when I write about other people, I write them really big. So that in itself tells me what I need to work on. They're telling me that you've got a good sense of humor as well, Kanisha. As I said to you, I don't believe I've read for you before, but your sense of humor is something that's an attribute for you as well. So that's what you could like about yourself. Okay, Caroline, you can like that about yourself too. Just your capacity to love, all right? But love yourself as well. The affirmation for this particular card says, I love and believe in myself, and make my dreams come true. So that was basically for you. This was all about you and self-love. Just let me catch up with this before I go to the next card. It's exactly what I'm working on, and I'm not focusing on others, and I'm being a little selfish. No, you are allowed to be selfish. A lot of people get that word completely wrong, all right? It's time for you. It's time for you to focus on you. When you focus on yourself, you're actually going to be able to give so much more to people, because you have that strength. Okay, so you hang in there and you be selfish. I said these things Sunday in the heartfelt conversation I was having. I love everything about me, and I'm learning to love things, the things I like less of more. Okay, so this is good, Kanisha, okay, because everybody has that side of themselves that they don't like, but don't forget that this is that side that you don't like has actually helped you in situations. All right, there's a part of me that I don't necessarily subscribe to, but I know that it defends me when I need to defend myself the most. All of a sudden, it will just rise, and it will be there for me. It's like a strength. So that was that part of that. And then, now, was it you, Chandra, that mentioned something about karma?
Something similar, yes. Ancestral patterns, yes.
Okay, because I also drew this card about karmic completion. And it just basically tells me that there's an end of a karmic cycle or lesson that's coming to you. And you've basically successfully completed that contract or that debt from the past, from your ancestors. You are the living, breathing proof of everything that your ancestors have been through. And they want you to acknowledge how far you've come. And I can see Chandra sitting here thinking about things. She's going down rabbit holes all the time. It could refer to a challenging situation that you've had recently that you've conquered, i.e. self-love. It could have been a situation that before, when you found that you couldn't speak up for yourself, that you're learning to speak up for now. It could have been an individual that you'd been involved with that was causing you trouble and pain, and you've stepped back from that and allowed that person to just be and to let them move through their own pain, but still be there nonetheless. So these lessons are going to keep going and going, but you'll find as you move through each one, my guides are saying to me that each one is going to be easier for you because of the change that you're going through. As the karmic cycles happen. You're going to come across them a lot less, and you will be then after that creating good karma for yourself. The karma that will come to you will not be from your ancestors. This is going to be self-created karma, and it's going to be all good, right? It basically, that particular card, it's saying in here that it represents the Wheel of Fortune, where whatever goes up must come down, just like the tides. We're constantly ebbing and flowing. You are being encouraged to adapt to both the highs and the lows, for it is your ability to adapt that you will make your dreams come true, and stating this too shall pass. Each one of them is an experience, Kanisha. Okay, so the affirmation for that particular card is, I clear debts from my past and I create a happy, harmonious life. So, your ancestors are so proud of you. So proud of you. And I was actually really glad that Chandra had brought up that karmic thing, because when I drew that, you'll probably, if you look back at this, you will have seen my smile come onto my face, with this particular card. But I also drew this one. I don't know whether you teach or whether you are learning anything at the moment, but this particular card comes up for you as well. So you are in a position to be able to teach or learn something at this point, Kanisha. I get the feeling that you spread a lot of positive energy around. What do you actually do, Kanisha? I was telling my sister today about the ancestral karmic. Yeah. Teacher, learning. It's all good. You put a lot of effort into things. I'm an assistant general. Okay, all right. Okay. Delegate, Kanisha. Now, what comes to mind when I give you that word delegate? Because they're telling me that you could delegate more work to your, I don't like that word. I'm not going to use that word, to the staff members. And then they're answerable then to you, but they're asking you to delegate work a little bit more, because for some reason you feel that I need to do it because I'm the only one that can do it right, but delegate. And that's not a bad thing, by the way, Kanisha, but they're asking you to delegate the work a little bit more to the staff members around you that you feel are very capable and competent of showing you that they can also help you. Yes. Okay. So this is something that you could do. Just take that on board. Do whatever you want with it, but just remember that when you delegate, you give them. You are inspiring them to be more confident as a member of the staff, and they love being asked to do things, right? And then they're responsible to you to give it back to you. So you have the final say anyway. Charlie, come back here. I'm watching you. So anybody else got anything else to say for Kanisha?
Just keep it going. With as much as pressure is in my head, a lot's going to continue to come, and just keep at it.
or trusting yourself too, not just others.
Absolutely. Trusting yourself is really important, and trusting yourself, to give out that work, to point yourself in the right direction, just will give you so much more confidence. And you are a confident person anyway, Kanisha. And handing it to other people to give back to you later, still puts you in charge, but you're also giving them the ability to feel more confident in themselves. So you're teaching and you're also learning. Okay, Kanisha, that one was for you.
I know I messaged you guys. I know Sherry donated just now.
Sherry. Okay, sorry, I didn't see that. I wasn't looking. Okay.
I'll keep track and kind of keep track of that for after. Yeah, I thought Sherry. And I found cards for her. I do have to get going.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's okay. Thank you. I didn't even see that. That was just before. Oh, okay. Chandra is. Okay, I get it. You have, yeah.
I do. I love you ladies. I'm having a blast.
All right. Okay, so do you want to? She put it through. It doesn't really matter where she put it through. Sherry, what you could do, I guess, we've got Coral Green next, and then we've got Sherry. So how do you want to deal with this? If Coral, do you particularly have a message for either one of those two before you go?
I did draw for Sherry. I didn't know about Carl. I apologize. And yeah, I will. Of course, I'll always split it. You know, I appreciate you guys having me, but I do have messages for Sherry. That's okay.
Okay, no, that's fine. Well, we'll do Sherry, and then we'll move to Coral. So, Sherry, we can do you now if you like. Are you still there? And to Tia, if you would like to pop through, I'll take the Cash App off in a moment because Chandra is going. So if you would like an in-depth reading, please send it through to the PayPal link there. And we'll let Chandra take the lead with this one, Sherry, for you. And then I guess our beautiful Chandra will go.
I'm sorry. I love. Maybe we should start it like a half hour early next month. Maybe.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
Hi, Sandra. And so, okay, so for Sherry, I do feel like there's a guide coming through. This is very slow energy. This is like an action, but it's slow. It's someone that's very protective. It's an earth energy. I also see, let's see, which is all about your third eye. You're gaining your intuition in something. Maybe this is visions. Maybe this is dreams. But it's very slow, and maybe it's like it's hard to recognize almost. There's tea leaves. I don't know if you read, but you know, there's some sort of like you're an oracle, like you're receiving very beautiful, strong messages, and we can read just about anything. I believe there's messages in everything. There's a strong black horse. It reminds me of there's a guardian angel or someone who watches over you. Definitely. Growing your gifts. And okay. Also, I feel like you're noticing or need to notice negative energy that needs to be maybe recognized and aware of, and just like cut those cords, and like some sort of an illusion. Maybe you're going through this now presently, but there's also a strong knowing about this, strong perception, opening to discovery. There's something being discovered of who or what, or patterns, behaviors, energy, just people, energies that may need to separate from at times asking Archangel Michael to help with that. I also see maybe recognizing your treasures through your triggers. Maybe there's a lot of decisions or maybe confusion, and we are recognizing the beautiful treasures now. And it's allowing a lot of healing, heart healing, and heart space, letting that love in, loving yourself. I feel like you've made a choice, or you're about to. Spirit is saying stop procrastinating, feel within your heart what feels right, what your soul wants. Also, there's a strong earth energy at the bottom. This could be practical matters. This is what he's doing here. This could be someone really, and someone that's really taking charge of things, being practical. They're grounded. They work a lot, but there's also a powerful move someone is making, Sherry. I wonder if this is you standing in your power, really feeling your beauty and your royalty. Like, I am fucking power. Sorry. Like how beautiful and strong you are in something. And I feel like you have a lot of guides, your guide here helping you. I see the number 7 and 10, which is 17, which is an 8. Also, at the end, divine matrix. That's all about some sort of spiritual download, greater understanding and wisdom, and maybe perception versus reality. I feel like also, did I remember? 7. I think I said number 7 plus 10, which is 8. Finding respect and prosperity for yourself. Being proud of yourself. Barry, I hope that resonated, and thank you for letting me connect with you. And I thank you, ladies, for letting me read with you. It's always a pleasure.
Always. You know I love you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Love you.
I'll see you next time. Next month.
Yes, and we will make it half an hour earlier.
Cool. I'd love that. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Well, I'll talk to you later. Let me know what came through, yeah?
Yeah, we'll do. I think we got 3 on my end.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then. All right. Let me know. Yeah. I don't know that she actually told me about 3, but I'll talk to her about that later. All right. Okay. So we've got still doing Sherry at the moment.
What I was going to say with what Chandra was saying about Sherry, when she said that it's coming in a little slow, I feel that she's getting the signs and her guides are sending her the info. It's I guess the recognition. She just has to pay attention a little bit more. I feel that things are amping up. It's going to take her a little more time to understand what's coming in. And then she has to start recognizing them more, is what that was more about. But I also feel that she's definitely getting, whether it be angel numbers or just something out of the corner of her eye catches her, and she's just like, wait a minute, did I just see that?
Is this resonating for you, Sherry? Just let us know. Penny, just if you need some space to think, let me know when you're done, and I will just wait.
I think she just needs to sit and activate her heart space, do a little more in meditation. a little more focus. I'm getting the monkey brain, where the ball's bouncing back and forth right now, and the focus is almost a little bit difficult. So that's telling me that maybe she's having a hard time focusing herself.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping this makes sense. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Right. So the first two cards, Sherry, that came up for you. So when you say yes, do you mean that you need to focus a little bit more, Sherry, or what are you actually saying yes for? Just let us know, because we're kind of half a mile in front of you already. I got two major arcana cards. The first one is usually represented by the world, but they call this card the universe, card number 21. And I mean, it actually speaks about how far you've come on your journey, and now it's time to reward yourself for the efforts that you've been dealing with, that you've put yourself through, all the effort that you've put in. It talks about completion. It talks about triumph. It talks about peace, liberation, fulfillment. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab hold of it. I see things out the corner of my eyes a lot, and seeing 222. So she resonates with what you've said, Penny.
And she also resonated with the focus.
Yes.
And yeah, it's
Yes.
everything you were just saying is a big yes too, because I just started getting the hot flashes. It's
So
like they just sat down right here and was like, "Yep, that's right."
they want you to reflect on how far you've come. They want you to understand the accomplishments that you've actually moved through, Sherry. It is, they keep saying it's really important for you to acknowledge how far you've come. It represents, what's that?
That's exactly what I kept hearing. Acknowledge, acknowledge, acknowledge. And it came right out of your mouth because I was trying to be nice and wait.
Well, who said that before? And it may have even been Chandra that said that before, but, in a different way. It just basically, they're just talking about the wisdom that you've gained along the way, okay? And for you to say, I did this, I'm doing this. Not I'm trying to do it, but I did this, I'm doing it. I am actually achieving things the way that they were intended to be achieved. They're saying to honor and acknowledge how truly wonderful a soul that you are, and to accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. So, as I said, this card is the world card usually in the traditional tarot, but in this particular card, just look at yourself, Sherry. All right, look at this magnificent being. And then the second card came through, and it talks about intuition. All right. And it's kind of like the intuition is the language of your soul. Okay. It is just the language of your soul. Look at this. Okay. It's a clear message that it's time to give, to allow yourself to use your intuition. Okay. You've gone through an awful lot, and they want you to start activating that intuitive nature of yourself. Okay, give yourself a chance to notice how you're trying to get these messages through. When you listen to those messages, listen to whether it's coming from your heart or whether it's coming from that monkey mind that Penny was talking about. I think it was you, Penny, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, come from that heart space. Penny said before, come from the heart space. And when we say come from the heart space, that is actually using your intuition. All right.
Stop doubting yourself.
Yes, exactly. Stop doubting yourself. Watch out for the synchronicities. Watch out for the coincidences, because they're powerful signs that your intuition is speaking to you. So watch out for them. It's not, a lot of people say that we invite these type of things into our lives. So now what I mean by that is, if you see, like, you were talking to somebody the other day about a car that you really, really like. Let's just say it's I don't know, what's a good car to, maybe a four-wheel drive, a black four-wheel drive. And then in the next few days following that, you see so many black four-wheel drives, and you think to yourself, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what is this all about? You are manifesting these things into your being, because obviously that black four-wheel drive was supposed to be something that you're manifesting into your life. So just hang on a sec.
Or as I like to say, you're driving down the road and somebody's driving slow in front of you and you say, oh, turn right here. And they do.
Yes,
I do
yes,
that all the time. It's my
yeah,
favorite road game.
yes, that. So what else does it have to say? And you said before, and this talks about numbers, Sherry. This card is actually saying, watch out for those coincidences, those synchronicities, and they're actually saying in here that the numbers keep showing up in your life. They all have meanings for you. They're your angels guiding you. So look it up on Google. Doesn't matter which site you go to, because basically the numbers are the same, whichever site you go into to check out these, what the meanings are. Look them up. I use my homepage on my phone. That's where they send messages to me. That's where they send my numbers. And when they're critical, sometimes they say to me, you need to put this on your page, which is why I do that intermittently. So, pay attention to those. What else does it say here? Just to be open and pay attention to them. And this one usually is represented by the high priestess. Okay, you've got this, woman. You've got this. You've actually got this. They also showed me a different card here before, which I didn't really understand, but they're showing me card number 4. So I don't know whether you're dealing with somebody in authority at the moment, Sherry. But that person kind of makes me want to feel like I am less than he is, and I don't like it. So this person needs to see your personal boundaries, whoever that is, Sherry. Okay? So whoever it is, they need to be told a few things. That is all I have, because they've just put that door in my face again. They just said, that's enough. She's got a lot to deal with. So hopefully that last part resonates with you. I don't know why they showed that to me. Just the whole part of that relationship with that authoritarian person needs to change. And because you are a fully grown adult, you are within your rights to speak your truth to them, and perhaps they don't understand that.
And once she stands up for herself, it'll give her a
Yes.
little more freedom.
Yep.
It's about standing up for herself, believing in herself.
Yep.
There's a theme here.
Sherry, they're talking to me about your food intake. I don't know if I've mentioned this to you before or not, but they're telling me that something needs to change with your food intake, and they're asking you not to call it a diet or a change. They're saying change it to just change your dietary intake, because it's they're telling me that it's affecting a part of your health. So can you just take that on board, Sherry, and just let me know whether that resonates with you, because that came kind of left of center. They were just showing me a table full. This is their way of showing me, and I've got to work through what it means. They're showing me a great big table of food, and
And
they're
I'm feeling less is more.
yeah.
You're seeing a big table of food, and I'm hearing less is more.
Yeah, you
So
had
maybe small meals
yeah.
throughout the day instead of large meals.
Yeah, they're like a bird. Eat like a bird. Just peck. You pick your food. Pick your food during the day rather than having big meals. And the stomach issues, the intestines feel a little bit inflamed to me. I don't know whether you suffer from any form of issues like that, but they're just saying that we need, and they're pushing them down. It's like they're saying the inflammation needs to go down. So perhaps you could drink a little more water than you're used to, more not acidic foods. What's the opposite of acidic? Uh, Alkaline food. Just do something. They're just saying change the way you eat.
Try
However
the
that.
brat. The brat diet is also good for like upset stomachs. Bananas, toast, rice, applesauce.
Oh, okay.
Hence brat. It's what they
Oh, I
feed
see what you
children.
mean. I get what you mean.
It's what they give children for upset stomachs. But to be honest, whenever I'm having a really bad stomach issue, the brat diet and water. See, and
Yeah,
well, for me, pineapple.
yeah. Okay. So that was for you, Sherry. I'm still watching you. Yes, I am. Cheeky little person.
Little
Furball.
kids.
Well, not kids. Well, furball. Fur baby. Charlie.
Fur babies.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome, Sherry. I know it's resonated with you. I'm feeling you may need to look back over what we've talked about. Your reading started at 1.08, so it's been a 20-minute read for you. So hopefully you will pick up something that resonates with you for that. So Coral Green, are you still here? We've got Coral Green, and I think I just saw something else come through for somebody else. So just give me a minute. Kathy Bradley. Yes, it was Kathy. So, Kathy, you're after Coral. Thank you so much for your donation. Francesca, we're doing paid readings at the moment, donated readings. So if you'd like to put in a donation, by all means, it's pinned at the bottom of the chat. So just pop yourself in there and, we can do that for you. Otherwise, you may need to wait until the end of the live where we may do out what Brooke calls run out readings. I thought yes, she was, Jamie. She was here. She had to go. She only left about, how long ago? 5 minutes?
5-10 minutes, yeah. Not too long.
All right, Coral, where are you? Coral Green.
I haven't seen him.
No, nor have I. I'm sure she came through today. I might have to, I'll just put her name up on the screen. Yeah, she was here, Rick. I did pay attention to what you said before, Rick, right at the very beginning of the live, except now I can't remember what it was. Just keep doing what you're doing, all right? Just keep protecting yourself. Jamie Atkins, I was, love, had to go get dinner. Oh, see, she's still here. Coral Green, where are you? If Coral's not here, we'll get straight into Kathy Bradley. Yeah, the negativity. It bounces in sometimes. And that's when we need to push it right back out again. All right, push it out of your space. SMHI8 late. That always gets me, that one. SMH. What does the SMH mean again?
I'm bad at abbreviations.
Jamie, somebody tell me what SMH means again. Shake my head. That's it. Yes.
No,
I know you said
that's
that
it.
to me before, Jamie. Yes, Caroline. I'm still pushing. Don't worry. Good. Good on you. Just shaking my head. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna have to start trying to remember. That's the only one that always gets me.
Oh, I'm horrible at all of them.
I know I usually can make it. I can usually make sense of what they are, but that one always gets me, shaking my head. I mean, how hard
I'm
is it?
always so old school on everything. It's pathetic. I'm trying to get a new job, and all this online applications are terrible.
Chandra says she may be back, so I'll leave it open for her to come back. All right, coral green. I'm going to have to try. Just keep. If you've got, we're going to do Kathy Bradley in a minute. If you want to pick up anybody in the comments, just for a very quick, brief reading while I sort out if I can get coral in here.
Hawkeye, you've been doing a lot of work lately. You're further along than you think.
Who's that for?
Hawkeye.
Oh, okay.
You're a lot further than you think. But I do want to see you do some more meditating and drinking of the water. And just like myself, every once in a while, we should abstain from certain things to awaken our awareness. And especially when we're meditating. I think right now it's all about you time. Remembering who you are. Getting comfortable, truly comfortable with you. I hope that makes sense. No, neither am I with the water, but it is definitely essential.
It is essential, Rick. It is. I mean, I never used to drink as much water as I did, and I found that it affected my body terribly. And because I kept on getting these aches and pains everywhere. I'm thinking to myself, nah, that's not supposed to be happening. So, and then somebody said to me, water is actually very good for your body. It actually releases things like it helps a lot with
Cleansing, inflammation.
yes, all of that sort of thing. It's like a natural antibiotic. It's like a natural clearing. So it's important that you make sure that you put a jug of water on the bench, Hawkeye, Rick. Put that water on the bench and watch it go down during the day, because that will tell you. I mean, my jug is a 2-liter jug, or just under a 2-liter jug, and I drink that during the day, each day.
And warm water, room temperatures water is better
Yes.
for you.
Yes. You bought 10
As
liters.
much as I hate room temperature water.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
I'm telling
Well,
myself
it
this too,
constricts the body. It constricts the body.
It's also supposed to help help you lose weight. Drinking warm water.
I only get 2 liters a day in. Well, that's okay. That's normal. That's good. That's a good amount. Okay, Coral Green. I've written to her and I haven't heard back from her yet.
It's more
So
than I
I
get.
will keep. She has put in a donation, but seeing as she's not here, I will leave that donation there, and wait for the next one to come in. Oh, there she is. Coral, did you see my message that I sent to you? It's probably in Messenger requests, but I did send you a message. So just go in there and see if you can find it for me. Yeah, because I sent it to you. Trying to get you back here. We didn't know where you'd gone. New here, love and light from Ireland. Hi Megan, how are you? Please make sure that you like the live and also like my page before you request a free reading, or if you would like an in-depth reading, it is pinned at the bottom of the chat. Yay! She's back.
Hey.
Okay. All right, Megan, thank you for doing that. All right, so we're going to do Coral Green.
Carol,
Yeah.
are your ears?
Me?
No, Carol.
Coral.
Carl. It's,
Coral. That's
well,
it.
Carl. Sorry, I
That's
butcher
all right.
names. Has your ears been bugging you and along the back of your like neck and shoulders? Because I started tapping in and I'm just getting a weird sensation in my ears and along my neck and shoulder area. I'm gonna say the ears, it almost feels like they're full, as if, and a little bit of ringing. The neck is more of like a tightness, but not excruciating. It's just, I feel like I gotta, yeah, like it's something weighted on my, like a scarf weighted right here. The ears are definitely, I think, spirit related. I want to say, first thing I want you to try to do is pinch your nose and blow out your nose, pop your ears. If that helps and the fullness goes away, then it's not just spiritual. And if you do that, all that does is it kind of forces the air out your ears and down, and kind of creates allows the air to flow better. All that area, the nose, the sinus, and the ears. So if you and pop your ears, if the feeling goes away, then it was just you had fluid, too much build up there. If it doesn't go away, then that's, to me, saying spirits really trying to get to you, talk to you. Just pay attention.
Yeah. That can also be released, not just through the nose that you were saying like that, but to massage the sinuses down,
Yeah.
and in front of your ears and way down your neck, because it's usually the eustachian tubes where all of this gets stuck. So, the constant massaging of that. Hi, Peggy. Anything else for her?
Not right this second.
You're just contemplating.
Yeah,
Is it for
I want to
Carl?
say maybe check with the doctor as well. Only because I'm starting to get a little bit of a pressure in my, a little bit, just starting. Once I connected the ears, it's starting to get into the face. So make sure you're not having sinus or ear infections if this doesn't go away either. Nice steam bath. And when you're in the steam, do the nice steam bath and just ask your spirit team to cleanse you. Not only will that help you spiritually, but just cleanse you and wash away all that does not serve you. That is always a good thing, whether you're sick, whether you're spiritual, whether you're not. It's just you're asking for just peace and clarity and to be cleansed. It's always good. It'll help. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
Did you want to do, Chandra, did you want to go?
Yeah, for Carl, right?
Coral, yeah.
So I feel like there's been some negativity we're separating from. This is, things we're releasing that's not for our highest and best good. It's a lot of patterns. Maybe we're reprogramming, and this can be scary. The first thing I felt was I felt a lot of fear about maybe the unknown. There may be like a crossroads, some sort of like choice or, direction we may be a little afraid of, like the unknown. Uncharted sea, it says here, 46. That's all about receiving downloads. Maybe you received messages, but it's a little scary to go about things, that we don't that we don't know. I just said that pretty much. I also feel like we're at a crossroads, and this is coming down to some sort of like feeding your assertiveness, your confidence, your solar plexus, really lighting that up. It's giving you a lot of personal power through this decision. Once you follow it and follow your intuition there, I feel like it'll become stronger. And noticing what direction you want to put this energy. Where energy goes, where our attention goes, energy flows. So where we put this energy, we are feeling that within the heart, but also we are receiving divine guidance through our intuition, our perception, our way of thinking. This could be, third eye visions, dreams, but we are following that. It's very strong in your soul to remember that. Also that there's some sort of new, maybe potential being grown, like growth here within work or movement or valuables, some sort of excitement coming through the clouds. It's very bright, bright future, it feels like. Also making sure your cup is very full, that it fulfills your soul and your cups. Great and full. I have the number 8. 8 is all about prosperity, respect, and recognition. Recognizing how far you've come. Thank you.
Okay, I basically have, all of these cards came out in the same group, and I'm not quite sure what this group is meant for, but they're all, I think it's all just a way of being for you at the moment, Coral. And I'm not sure if I've actually read for you before, Coral, but there is a pattern happening here, because the numbers that have come up are coming in exactly the way you need to move through this. So the first one is talking about foundations and achievements, which is card number 4. Then it goes into the next card, which is called Stand Your Ground, which is card number 7, and then card number 8, which is Accelerated Motion. So I'm going to go through each one of these particular cards with you because at some point you will understand the direction that you need to take with moving forward. And so the first card that I've actually got for you is this particular card, and it talks about foundations and achievements. And you just need to know that, you've been building things and now just firmly establishing with solid and strong foundations that you've got. You deserve this, all right? It's about time that you reap the rewards of the harvest that you've sown, okay? You've sowed so much and you're actually now starting to reap the rewards from it. So they're asking you to be open to receiving these because you've worked hard and you've given up so much. But they want you to allow the universe to be able to give back to you, because if you keep refusing it, that's a denial of, something's just gone on with my ears just then, like Penny. It feels like they're blocked. But wow, that's amazing. It's an exchange of energy between the universe and yourself, but you have to allow that exchange to happen, all right? Just to be grateful for where you are and grateful for the things that you have put into place that you're now starting to see more of. And who was it that mentioned peace is coming? Was that Chandra or was that Penny? Maybe Chandra. You, was it? Did you mention that the peace, that you've got growth coming, that you've got happiness coming?
I don't remember.
Yeah, see, and we do this. That's why I write down certain things. So that was card number 4. So just know that what the foundations of what you're doing are actually being, they allow you to acknowledge that you've made certain achievements. So then the next card comes up and it talks about, I think this is more situational for you. It talks about standing your ground. And it's basically saying that the universe is saying to you that you're being tested and you're being challenged. So there could be some sort of competition that's going on for you, some sort of rivalry that's happening, or personal issues or business. I don't know what it's got to do with, but they're saying that your strength is it needs to come from internally. You are a proud person, and they want you to stand your ground, right? No matter how hard this situation is for you, you need to step up and stand your ground. Don't give in to that which is trying to control you. Is this making sense to you, Coral? Because I haven't seen you in the chat for a bit. So be brave, all right, and stand true to your life values, all right, and your belief system, because it feels like somebody else is trying to take you for granted or is taking you for granted, and you need to put a stop to that. So be clear and be focused, even if you need to stand alone with this and just defend your right to be spoken, to be heard. My screen is doing some weird things this morning. Okay, so that was that one. And then we go to card number 8 in the same group. And this card number 8 talks about accelerated motion. Look at those stars. Look at where she's looking, right? Things are going to come quickly. You've got hope, you've got passions, and above all, you've got an ending to a delay. All right. There's an ending to a delay. There's conditions that are around. The conditions that are around you at the moment are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. It's basically saying that luck is on your side, and your enthusiasm is and could be at an all-time high for yourself. I'm grateful, and you are going through and are going through a lot with your daughters at school. Okay, all right. The work that you've put in with this situation, Coral, is going to pay off. Okay, so this is what they're talking with that. I mean, if you can see, you've gone from this card here to planting the seed, like planting the seeds of foundations and achievements. Then you've got this card called standing your ground, and then you've got accelerated motion. It's all heading in the right directions. It's all heading where it should be. You've put in the work. Now you can start reaping the rewards of what you've sown. It's all heading in the right direction. It's about balance for you, Coral. All right, it's about the balance between all that you're doing. You're achieving that. Coral, I think that just about wraps up your reading for you. So just let us know if this is resonating with you. It's so draining. Yeah, it is draining. We as parents, we will get drained that way. You just, okay, really? Sorry, they're just talking to me, and I can't speak when they're talking to me. They're telling me that you need. They're telling me that you need to go outside and ground. They're telling me that you need to spend some quality time with yourself, because your kids, yes, they're draining you. The situation, yes, is draining you. It feels like they're depleting you of your energy, and as a parent, this happens to us sometimes. So, in order to replenish that energy that your kids may be taking from you, you need to go outside and you need to nurture yourself, right? Take from Mother Earth that which you need, because she'll give it to you. She'll take all of that stuff that's draining you. She'll take that negativity. That's what she does. Go outside, just get rid of it, right? So that you'll feel replenished. Breathe in that air. Breathe in the positivity, breathe out the negativity. Hello, Chiquita. How are you? Long time no see, woman. You've come on because Jamie's here. Look at you. You're all talking in the background there. I'm grateful and are going through my daughter's at school. Coral, I've been outside all day. Great. Okay. This is just, it may, you need to be outside. That's what they're telling me, that you need to be outside, that this is good for you. And when you say it's draining you, just, at that particular moment when you feel like everything is so hard and so heavy for you, just know that you're being watched over and you're being guarded and you're being given back the energy that you need to keep moving through this. And Penny said before that your ears were blocked. There is something that obviously that you may not want to hear, that you need to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just have a wee listen to what's going on around you, because my guides are just saying they're sitting there and they're sitting really close to my ear, saying, "Nope, she doesn't want to hear it. Nope, not listening, not doing it." So, they just want you to open your perspective a little so that you can hear it and perhaps see it from a different perspective. Is my daughter at the wrong school, please? That's a really hard question, Coral. I have actually been through that same situation myself as a child, all right? And I have been asked that question on a number of occasions, and I've not really spoken about what I went through as a child to anybody. So, the school that I was going to, I hated it. I literally hated the school I went to. The kids were horrible. They were just really mean-spirited kids. And I said to my mum, I don't want to be here. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to have a bar of it. My grades slipped really badly. Like I just did not want to be there. If I could get away with being sick, which you couldn't back in those days, you just couldn't. You're sick woman or you're sick child, you're going to go to school, whether you like it or not. That's what's happening. You just get your ass there. So I went and I went and I went, and probably while this was all happening, my mum was actually seeing a different person, and she'd been seeing this person for about 5 years. And we moved to a different space. We moved to a different house, and I shifted schools. And oh my God, I had the exact opposite experience as what I did for the original school that I went to. So if you hadn't, it was just beautiful. The people there were beautiful. I just loved being at the new school. So if you feel that your child isn't doing well at this particular school, I guess the choice is going to be there for you. Do you shift her? And if I do shift her, is she going to be happy at the new school? My guides are saying you need to do what you feel is best for your child. So if that means moving school, move her to a different school. But if she's unhappy there at the new school, that means that something's going on personally for her and she needs to deal with that. All right? So take it on board, have a look around, see what other schools are there. Take her with you if you need to. But tell her that, she only gets one move. She only gets one move. Really sort out what it is that's happening for her before you shift her, though. That's my take on that. Does anybody else have anything to say about shifting her child to a new school or staying?
I'm going to have to agree. I think it has to do with a lot of deep communication. Why do I feel like she's at the age of a young teen?
So was I.
I don't know why. I just feel 13 to 15. Maybe not. 15 feels too high. I feel like there's just needs some deep communication. And it might be a third party.
Yes.
Somebody that they can talk to that isn't mom or that isn't dad. Because unfortunately, not all parents are like I was. I was very blunt. I was very upfront with my kids their entire life. So if my kids had anything to say, they were blunt, rudely blunt. My son told me about every detail of his first sexual experience, and I'm just, la, 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 la. But it definitely feels as if communication is to be started first. Because I don't know if the school change would be easy, one. Two, and sometimes moving schools isn't always the best thing. Exactly. Unfortunately. My child was ADHD. He did not want to move. I did not. He was OCD, autistic characteristics. I gave him the choice. I didn't want to uproot him. That meant giving up my child at the age of 13. Yet I moved my other two children when they were young. Each child is different.
That's right. Yeah.
And
it's up to
the
Coral
individual. Yeah.
You will make the right choices, Coral. Just remember that you're being watched over. You're being watched over. You know what the right thing to do is. Check it out first. Chandra, anything for Coral on moving her child?
I feel like I don't really have anything more for Coral, but I feel like she has a strong knowing already which direction she wants to go. So again, the more you honor it, the more that intuition will show up for you.
And sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. And I just read that the child's 8. Even at 8, children are very honest and very blunt and will speak their mind if they're asked the right questions in the right way.
I must have missed that comment.
It's
way back.
I've applied for another school. Yes, she is 8 years old and got a counselor.
Great.
Sorry, the print is very small in the stupid phone. That's why I was trying to get the tablet to work.
I completely missed that. I completely missed it. Sorry about that, Coral. I didn't mean to miss that. Chandra. Oh, she's gone. She'll be back, I'm sure.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah. Did you have anything else? No?
No.
Okay. All right. So again, Coral, this is for you, for you to decide as a parent what you need to do. But just know, I mean, you've already got them going to a counsellor. This is a great start, because I'm sure that counsellor is going to be able to tell you whether or not it's a good idea to move the child or not. Sometimes it's a good thing that they resolve the issues before they move. But we're talking about children here. They're not quite in the grip of their emotions.
Was that a question for me?
No, not at all. No. Okay. All right. So I think that is just about it. She gets bullied. Yeah. And what's the school doing about that, Coral? This has always been an issue. Always. Like, it's just not fucking right. I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it because you literally want to sit with her all day just so that you can, protect her. And when kids get bullied, it just like my anger rises in me. I don't know whether you can see my face getting red already, but it just pushes my buttons.
But here's the one thing I've got to say about that. I mean, all children get bullied. It's to a degree. It's how we teach our children how to deal with them that makes the difference. I was bullied an awful lot as a kid, an awful lot, and for many reasons. I honestly don't think I would have changed it, because at one point I kind of stuck up for myself.
Yeah.
And I gained not only the respect of my peers, but my own respect.
That's right. Yeah.
So you can't always coddle child. God, I'm sorry.
Coddle a child. Yeah, that's what we call in here in Australia mollycoddling children. But it is respectfully, Coral. It is your decision whether you move this child or not. And I think the fact that you've got your child going to a counsellor will be able to help you make that decision wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Coral. That is your reading. So thank you so much for your donation. And Kathy Bradley, are you here? I feel her pain when she won't stick up for herself. No, because she just feels helpless against all the whoever's bullying her. I'm just getting more than one. You know, it's cruel. It's really cool. They need to have a timeout space for people when this happens to them, like a space where people feel that they can go to that has an adult in that space that is a protected space for kids.
Why do I feel that she has some empathy, like real strong, as if when I was a child, I was always bullied because I was so different. Kids can pick up on that. Children pick up on the subtle energy differences just as we do as adults. Or, well, we thrive to anyways. Does she ever tell you she sees spirit, hears them, feels like my mom used to call me a hypochondriac? I was always sick, but I wasn't sick. Subtle signs for a child would be playing with the imaginary friends or playing with their dolls and having conversations, playing with two dolls, having two total conversations and feeling as if she's talking to two different people. I mean, these are subtle signs.
Was that for Kathy?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Or no,
Coral.
that was for
Coral. Yeah.
Coral.
I just thought we'd finish with Coral, and I put Kathy's name up there in preparation for the next one.
Sorry.
No problem.
See, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
She does see spirit, and she's very, very in tune, and this is the hard part. Being an empath and seeing spirit, unfortunately, people are always going to pick up on that difference. Children are always going to pick up on that difference. Does it make the bullying any easier? No.
Yeah.
Does it make it go away? No, because the energy itself isolate. It kind of like doesn't isolate. It makes you feel different to everybody else. Everybody else feels you differently.
Yeah.
So you have to also look at it at that point of view too, honey. When you talk to her and deal with her. If you already know she sees spirits, then maybe this is another avenue that would help her guide her a little bit also. It's just something that I had to bring up because I just felt it.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Okay, Coral, good luck. And please let us know how you go with that. And I sincerely do mean that. Just remind me what it was that we were talking about on your reading. So anyway, we need to move on to Kathy Bradley now, who kind of picked up a little bit on your reading for Coral about the empathic part, Penny. So if you want to lead into this one, please go right ahead and do that. Where is she? Where is she?
In,
Coral, Jamie.
you are an empath too. So you feel as just as strongly as we all do. You've been having a lot more emotions and they've been going up and down and crazy lately. Just so you know, I think it's a universal thing with the empaths right now. We're either getting woken up, they're kind of forcing us to acknowledge our empathy a little bit more because love is needed more than ever right now. That whole just empathy for all the understanding, the feeling, that whole loving higher vibration is just, it's needed. So we're feeling every emotion so much deeper right now. It's a wave that we're just gonna ride, and I think it's gonna last, unfortunately, until the next retrograde. And I hope that makes sense.
She says she feels the warmth and it's so soothing.
Isn't it though?
Mm.
With the warmth is the soothing, and then it's the heartbreak that, and the hurt, and when you find the anger ones, that hits a little bit deeper. Just remember to work through the feelings, acknowledge them, try to figure out if they're yours or not. If they're somebody else's, send them back with love, of course. If they're yours, acknowledge them, figure out where they came from, and then give yourself love and gratitude for acknowledging them and receiving them. The more that we acknowledge our feelings and our empathy, the more they'll gain in strength. The more that we try to deny them, the more they'll either come in stronger or they'll go away completely. Not completely, but they'll go away and they won't be as strong. It's the strongest ones, the ones that hurt the hardest, that are the ones that are harder to deal with.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense. Thank you.
Chandra?
Someone you loved. I feel like Honey said something before that came up, and I apologize. I'm probably gonna have to run away after this reading.
It's okay.
I'm fading quick. I'm expecting that, but this feels like it's something to do with your wish fulfillment, your happiness. This makes your heart really, really happy. This makes your soul sing. You feel it within inside, and this is like a gift. This may be intuitions or visions or something. You can read anything. I think I said that earlier when I got this card, but it's really recognizing what makes your soul happy, and that you have the gift of knowing and follow that intuition. I also see recognizing your energy, where you're putting it, where you're wanting your focus to go. It has to do with your intimate connections, or your personal power, like that third chakra, that solar, that assertiveness, that finding your fire. And it's like a great big love for yourself, and recognizing the energy you deserve, reciprocation. And I do feel like there's been some drama possibly, or some sort of game playing in the past, or maybe someone was having a hard time facing something, but through this awakening, this realization, this chaotic chaos, maybe we awaken the lion. It's all about, again, finding your personal power, your action, finding that strong power and collaborating, but also recognizing the personal connection, the maybe the signs you receive there. I do see a water energy. This could be an apology or someone expressing their heart, like some sort of message of love. Someone taking action there, like sending a message. And it really hurt. It gets your heart. It maybe touches you, makes you think differently. And to write this down and record it. I also see you being very logical and thinking your way, being truthful, speaking your truth. And tender embrace, 22, all about love, compassion. So it's like speaking your truth about what you want, what makes your heart feel good, what you need inside, Kathy. I also see the number 13, 4, see the number 7, lots of introspection and learning, self-discovery, learning within yourself. That's what I have for you. Thank you.
Kathy, you've just said that you've got a new relationship and it's on hold. This, when I kind of look at the cards that I've drawn up here for you at the moment, that may explain what they're talking to me about. You know, Penny was talking about you being empathic and feeling all of those feelings, and Chandra was talking about you feeling those feelings as well, and your intuition and the focus on self. This first card that comes up for you is card number. Before I go on, Margaret, I will be watching that. If anybody is in Australia, watch the Channel 9 News, because Margaret will be talking about her home where she is at the moment, with all of the mold and things and the electricity bills that are coming on. So she's brought in the heavy cavalry. She's put it on the news. So if you can, watch it. Okay, so Kathy, for you, body and soul comes up, and they're talking about the idea of you needing extreme self-care. So whatever's going on for you in this particular relationship, they're wanting you to be very mindful of the questions and answers that you give yourself. Like, truly, can you answer, are you taking care of yourself? Your first choice may be to care for others before meeting your own needs. Check in with yourself. Are you experiencing loneliness, tiredness? You're feeling alone in the relationship, all of that type of thing. Ask yourself these questions, because if it's on hold for a reason. You're not getting what you need from this particular relationship, and you're feeling it more, as the other ladies have said, because you're empathic. So if this person isn't resonating or is not on your frequency, it's going to just those feelings that you've got, it's going to be amplified, right? Simply because he's not on that particular frequency, or they're not on that particular freezing. Seriously, frequency. The other message that could come from this particular card, the body and soul card, is just about living in your authentic authentic self. Just being you, being that authentic you, being prideful, having self-worth. And remember that all of the things that you're dealing with, this empathic, these feelings that you're going through, if you're feeling all of this, are you manifesting this through your body? Is it coming through as dis-ease? All of these sort of things you can be answering for yourself. You know, that spiritual aspect of yourself. You're a soul in a human body experiencing humanness. Okay, so just take on board all of that. Love your life. You've put it on hold for a reason, Kathy, and let me know if this is actually resonating for you. Okay, Chandra, I got that. Are you going now?
Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely. Just put it in the group chat. All right.
Bless you guys. Thank you.
See, I like that. What does that mean? Does that mean love?
Yeah, I love you. It's the other way. It's all
That one.
three.
All three. Love and light.
Love. I love you.
Love you. This is my love you.
Well, this is sign language for I love you, I think.
Okay. All right. I get it. Okay, Kathy, so the last card that I've got for you is the Land Between. It's card number 40. All right. It basically tells me that you're in the process of change. You know that you were called to it and can no longer be the person that you were. Okay, you can't be that person anymore. You are changing, and perhaps this relationship that you've got on hold may no longer serve you, which is why it's on hold, because you're reassessing everything. Just let me know, Kathy, if this is resonating with you. So yeah, you're in between. It's like, you know, when the caterpillar metamorphosizes. Am I not saying this the right way? There's a metamorphosis that's happening for you. There's a transition that's happening for you, and you know, being an empath also makes that transition a little bit harder because you're feeling a whole lot more. No, he didn't. He said he's not ready for a relationship. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he did. Sorry, not you. Okay. And so again, be aware of who you are and look for the lesson in this relationship, Kathy, because my guides are saying to me, you need to recognize something here, that it has happened for a reason, and we need you to just pay attention to the signs here. He's saying he's not ready for a relationship. Perhaps he's not ready for the type of person that you are, the beautiful person that you are. He's not on that same frequency as you are. Okay, look for the lesson in it. It's like you've got, and rightly so, you feel like you're still in that relationship with him, but you've also got one foot outside the relationship, the land between. All right, you're stepping from one side to the other side. I don't know how long you have been with this particular person for, but it may be that you're being given this lesson before they send the right person to you. The book is actually saying that it's a really interesting place to be, because it says you learn how to manage your fear, how to stay present in the now, how to see the dark. You absorb the lessons offered to you with grace because you can't go any faster than what you're going. This is a real test of emotional fortitude, patience, trust, humility. Once you've made this no man's land your home, it will be a part of you. Then whenever or whatever is set in motion, you will be able to handle much better than what you may have anticipated that you couldn't. This is what you've been waiting. It may be something that you've been, oh, well, no, I don't like that. It's something, okay, I'm not going to say that.
Striving for.
Yeah, yes, it's striving for, waiting for, but subconsciously this could have been happening. Yep, not that long, just a couple of months.
Yeah, no, she needs to Get
is where you
into her
get reborn.
feelings.
Yeah. This is where you're going to be reborn, they're saying. All right. They want you to quieten the mind. They want you to quiet your mind. They want you to drop into your heart, which is what, which is where your empathic qualities are. Drop into that heart and know that you are valuable, and know that this is something that is being given to you as a lesson, to make you stronger, not to make you weaker and to pull back, but you need to just step into this, because they want you to awaken the lion within you. Okay? And then, sorry, I just spotted this card that was sitting on the top of the deck. Can you read that? It is what it is. It is. It is what it is. Look at this path going forward. Look where it's going to go. It's only going to lead to happiness for you. It is what it is. Trying to do that so much at one time. It is a lot, right? There's a lot of emotions going on, and it's easy for us as readers to sit back here and talk to you about the emotional roller coaster that you're on, but we're not the ones sitting there. When I was going through a rough time last year, people were talking to me about all of the things that I was going through, and every time I ended talking with people, and I was truly grateful for everybody's input, but I was the one that was going through the process, and it's always going to be harder for the person that goes through the process. No one understands what it is that you're dealing with. It is terrifying going through those feelings sometimes. It really is. But it is true happens. Just keep grounding. Yeah, absolutely. So just keep grounding. Keep doing what you're doing, Kathy. It's that process. I think I was talking to somebody else last night about this. It's a process of grief, and you just need to keep moving through it. Acknowledge feelings.
Release.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what you just did. You released.
Yes. Yes.
It's all about that feeling. It's
Yeah.
about releasing them. It's about acknowledging them. It's about feeling them. It's about letting them go and realizing who you are.
Yeah.
What you want, what you need.
Yeah. And as an empath, that is, it's amplified so much more. So much more amplified. You sit in it like, oh my God, how long am I supposed to be sitting in this mess for? Just a minute.
Yeah. Us empaths have so much fun.
We do, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that any relationship, even if you're not an empath, any relationship when we come out of it is extremely hard. Any relationship that we have with ourselves is hard. It's and accepting and acknowledging those feelings. I mean, I'm going down so many rabbit holes at the moment. My mind's just all over the place.
Yeah.
But I'm with you, Kathy. I understand.
You understand.
Yeah, I understand, because it's not, well, I do, way back when, but yes, that resonates with you, Penny. That does resonate. He wants to remain friends, and that is the other kicker, Penny, Kathy. If he wants to remain friends with you and you can't do that, don't do it. Right? It's just so hard, because it's like dangling this apple or this pear in front of you, or whatever it is that your favorite food is, and just dangling it in front of you saying, well, here I am, but you can't touch me. You can't eat me. You can't have me. You can't do anything with me. This is not allowed. That is the kicker. I personally, not the reader, Kathy, but as a person, I would just say, no, I can't do that. I'm sorry, you're just asking too much of me.
And just from the other standpoint, being the one that somebody wanted back, I couldn't be around him because put his hand on my leg, or no, we friends. You want to be friends? We friends. And that, when somebody tells me they just want to be friends, that puts a clear friendship. That's no longer a relationship.
Yeah.
It's a boundary that I have to, as an empath,
Yep.
it's hard to cut, especially when I was intimate. Because when I'm intimate with you,
Yep.
it's a soul connection.
Yes.
And I can't.
Yeah. I mean, Kathy, are you, my guides just kind of introduced a different scenario, saying that if you need to transition this somehow, and your part of you is struggling with the idea of letting him go, are you able to use this time that he says he wants to be friends with you? Are you able to use it to let go of him? But this is a very personal thing, so you don't even have to put it in the chat. But if you can't, then just say bye-bye, darling. Love being with you. Thank you for all of the time and the energy that we spent together, but it's bye-bye. We were, and that's why this happened. Okay, we were intimate and it changed everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just does.
Yeah. And you can't, for me, I can't go back to being friends. I can be a friend from afar, but doesn't mean you're going to be in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not if we try to do one thing. No, it's different. That's too strong of an emotion to have too close. I even think about an ex for too long, and they text me. And these are going 30 years back. I literally cannot think about my daughter's father without him texting me. So.
Okay. All right, Kathy, do you have any other questions that you would like to ask before we wrap up your reading? And we have no more donated readings. So, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I know that there are still a number of people in the background here. I can do some run-out readings if Penny wants to go.
I can stay for a few more, but then I'll have to get going.
Yeah,
it's about 10 o'clock.
Yes. Yeah. So we can do some what Brooke calls run-out readings. I actually like that heading. I might even adopt it. I'm not taking them. I'm just adopting them. So Mila says she has a question. Oh, you want a donated reading, Caroline? What do you mean? Oh, you want a donated reading, Caroline? Are you putting in some funds, Chiquita? When can we have cheese? You can have cheesecake anytime you want, Mila. Okay, anytime you want. You can order it in. If you're at work, which I'm believing that you are, you can just go down to the canteen. I'm sure they've got a slice of cheesecake there for you. Buy it from the cheesecake shop. Mila, did you know that when you buy the cheesecake from the cheesecake shop, you can cut it up and you can freeze it, and oh my God, it's there for as long as you want it to be. I need to go down to the cheesecake shop now. I was debating if I wanted to put or not. It's up to you, Chiquita. Just let us know. Where are other people that are sitting in the background? I'm going to donate now. Okay, are you donating to the PayPal, my PayPal link? Yes, the cheesecake shop, but you can freeze it. All right, you can freeze it, Mila, and it's beautiful. It's really nice. Some people actually like frozen cheesecake. I like it when it's half unfrozen. What happened? We lost the connection. It's okay, Kathy. We'd actually finished your reading. You did say something about, okay, so Tom is not the one then.
Let
Oh,
me ask, what do you think?
he just wants to be friends with you at the moment. I don't believe that he wants to continue this. I think he just wants to, as people would say, he wants his cake and he wants to eat it at the same time.
Yeah.
Friends with benefits just is not, if you don't want to go that way. Again, this is your personal choice, Kathy, but my guides are saying to me that you already know what the decision is that you need to make. All right?
Can I say something quick?
Yeah.
Since they were intimate,
Yeah.
and now all of a sudden he wants to be friends, that tells me it's
the connection.
It's the connection. He just didn't feel it. It wasn't when you feel somebody's energy and you're an empath, that feeling.
Yeah. It's just about acknowledging it. All right.
Yeah. And again, with the beginning, knowing your feelings, acknowledging them. Unfortunately. But to be honest, this is the best thing in the world, because the next one coming is going to be fabulous. And I say that because all of a sudden I got awful warm.
Yeah.
As soon as I thought it, I got warm. I was like, whoa, I like this feeling.
Kathy, what I want to say to you is, please remember that you are completely in charge of this. All right. If you decide that you want to stay friends with this particular person, then please do. I mean, it is completely your decision. Whatever decision you make with respect to this is up to you. The paths have already been designed, they've already been set forward and set in motion for you. So if you decide to go that way and you feel that he is scared, it's very possible that he could be scared, but that door may be closing on him. So by the time that he is ready for a relationship, you may have moved on to another person by then that is much better than what he could give to you. So just suss out these things. I mean, ask him the hard questions. Ask him really hard questions. If he's scared, he needs to be able to communicate why he's being scared to you. Thank you so much, love and light. You're so welcome, Kathy. Please just remember, we're giving out what the cards are telling us and intuitively what we're saying, but it's always your decision. Any personal decision that you make is always going to trump a reading.
Free will.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Mila, they can wait. All right, so Chiquita has just put in for a reading. This will be interesting. Chiquita.
Sit in Chiquita's energy. Oh, all of a sudden I got a head spins. What have you been doing lately? A lot of energy work.
I did yell at them, but not for a little while, Chiquita. And now I need you to do what Mila always says. Pay attention. Sorry, what was it? Concentrate. You are being read now, so you need to focus. Sorry, Mila always says focus. So, yeah, see? And now pay attention to what Penny has to say.
You've been doing a lot of work lately. Your energy is just spinning. You've cleared an awful lot. And I think you've been talking to somebody a lot more clear. It's as if I have this conversation up here that's just going. Why are my hands sweaty and warm? You've been doing energy work with your hands. Are you hearing spirit also lately? This is another question. Why do I have all these questions? No, it's a mix. It's a mix. It's spirit, but it's also spirit within. It's as if you're talking to your higher self. You're getting a lot more clarity.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you're getting a lot more clarity. Thing is you do what I used to do a lot of. Your higher self will be talking to the spiritual self, and your conscious self sits back and goes, all right, now am I just losing my mind, or am I talking to myself with myself with myself? If that makes sense. Ask it questions that you know only your higher self would give you the right questions to. Because only your higher self will tell you the blunt truth about yourself. The brutally honest. You're going to get to the point where you're going to realize which is which. And you're realizing it now, just slowly. Just keep it at it, because, honey, it's all there. And you know that only ego self lies to you and tells you to do the easy way out. The higher self's always going to be the one that kicks you in the ass, tells you to quit lying to yourself. I love you. I hope that helps.
So I'm just writing down a few things here, Chiquita. I'm tuning into you while Penny is reading to you, and I'm also picking up. I mean, she was saying that you need to ask yourself questions, and you need ask your higher self, because it's brutally honest with you. Um, I'm picking up a certain amount of self-doubt, all right? And this is what is going to be probably coming into my reading. I wrote down a few things here. I wrote that your automatic responses are changing, like you are up leveling, you are upgrading. So the things that you are saying to yourself, what the things that you were saying to yourself before, you are changing so dramatically that it is up-levelingly, your frequency is changing. The old patterns that you were in before are being broken. Sorry, they're just putting little. Sorry, I have to write this down. Hides. Okay. All right. Okay, I get it. Okay. So, Chiquita, I don't. Please let me know if this resonates with you or not, because they've just dropped this in here. They're telling me that I know that when we all have these lives, that we do an awful lot of banter. But they're saying to me that you also do this in your private life as well. And sometimes when you banter a lot with people, what you're actually doing is hiding some of those feelings that that you need to speak about. It's like you're using your strength in humor to hide the emotions that you really need to speak about. You're catching the red flags earlier, yeah. What?
You are 100%.
Yeah, that's just what I'm picking up. My guys are just saying to that, just that this hides emotions. Yes, I do that. You're right, Caroline. Okay. All right.
Her
So
jokes are her almost security. It kind of.
it well, yeah, it kind of deviates away. It's like a deflect, like I'm deflecting from how I truly feel. And you are, don't get me wrong at all, Chiquita. I love the idea. Whenever I see you in a chat, I think, oh my God, here we go. Here comes the banter. You and Jamie and Mila, even Rick is stepping up into it. I love it. But when they came in while I was talking to you about what I wrote down, and they're saying to me, you need to remind her that there are certain things that she hides from people that you need to start dealing with. All right, speak your truth, be your more authentic version. And yes, you are moving into this now. You are being a more authentic version of yourself, and this is probably the last part that you need to deal with. So when you need to say something about the emotions that you're covering, say it. Yes, learned behavior, absolutely. Tatiani, this is a donated reading, yes, and we will be doing freebie readings shortly to end the live. So okay, so that covers. God, I'm getting a headache now from this. I don't know whether this bothers you, Chiquita, when you sit on your own sometimes and you reflect on different parts of your life, but this is all to do with that transition. All right, it's just a transition that you're going through. So be mindful that this transition takes time. It takes time to adjust from an old way of being, an old comfort zone into a new
Pattern,
comfort zone.
yeah.
This is what you're dealing with at the moment. The old patterns, they're being broken. These take time. That's what I wrote down before.
And the headaches are because of the downloads she gets when she's rewriting her patterns, because they're so integrated.
Yes. Okay, so they're saying to me that you need to become more available to yourself, Chiquita. All right? Become available to yourself. I'm impatient sometimes, so I understand that. Okay. We are all impatient, Chiquita. We're all impatient. Like there's things that I want yesterday, and if I want or choose to eat this whole fucking packet of chips, I will eat them, and then I feel sick the next day. So but that's that. I can't leave them there sometimes. So impatience. When you understand that you are impatient, that in itself is you're already on your path. This card I think this was the card I pulled up for you before, to take a higher view, to take that higher perspective. I don't know whether you're into owls or not, Chiquita. Do you like owls? Because this is like they're saying to you, can you please become more available to yourself? Become, take that step back and get a little bit of distance happening so that you can think more freely about who it is that you are, where you're going, what you want, this new transition that you're making for yourself. And it's just saying, you need to wait before you respond. Now, I'm not talking about your banter in the comments. I'm talking about your emotions. Really? You want me to tell her that? Okay. So, Peter, they're telling me that sometimes you have foot in mouth. Oh, okay. So, foot in mouth. This may be why they're saying you need to be able to wait and take a little bit of distance. Breathe before you speak. Not in the banter, but when you're covering your feelings of these emotions that you're going through, they want you to breathe and they want you to understand what it is that you're doing to yourself, and they want you to correct it. So, self-correct. Right? Take that higher view. All right? The world is open for you. All you have to do is move to this higher ground. Be mindful and celebrate that you've got this. All right? You are on that path. You did that recently. So you breathed before you spoke.
And
Amazing.
let me say, once you start acknowledging these feelings and these
Yes.
emotions and these subtle little words that you use to deflect,
Yeah.
the headaches will start
Yeah.
slowing down
Yeah.
because you stop, you breathe, you acknowledge them, you feel them, and you let them go. And the headaches will start slowing down and they'll stop annoying you so much. So all of this is just one big Chiquita comment.
Yeah. Yeah, Chiquita, that's bullshit. They don't tell me shit like that without, and I know you're smiling after that, so I know you understand it. The next card for you, Chiquita, is card number 46, which talks about uncharted seas. And they're basically saying that, these areas that you're moving into with self is just an aspect of yourself that you don't have a map with this, okay? You don't have a map. You have nobody else there to tell you how to do this because nobody lives in your life. You have to sort through this yourself. And one section at a time, they're showing me a book and they just keep folding the pages over. You will work through these. I know I did recently foot in. Oh, okay, you did foot in mouth. Okay. They're saying in this little book, they're saying it's new territory is yours to explore. And you're being invited to be a pioneer, to be the path maker, to be that magical cartographer who draws the map with your own life and with. Do you need to say something to somebody, Chiquita? All of a sudden, my throat just clamped up. Who is it that you're not speaking to that you need to talk to? This always happens to me. But so, Chiquita, please don't tell me that there's nobody that you need to speak to. Somebody that you need to speak to with these emotions that you keep covering over with your banter, with your laughter, with your funny jokes. Something needs to be spoken about. So dive into that uncharted sea. Dive into it with no expectations. All right, just do the very best you can. They're saying that you're in an amazing place of transformation at the moment, so keep going with what you're doing. Now, I don't really know much about this particular card, so I'm going to read it out to you, which is basically going to be it for me, for you, and it's card number 47, which leads back to number 11. It's called Sacred Reference. So the key concepts here are awe for the truth that spirit is everywhere, inspiration coming through you as a result of reverence, joyful living, exploring possibilities with curiosity, spiritual passion, manifesting from starting point of the realm of spirit. Looking at this world, do you see all of life or do you limit parts of your life? When you look at the blade of grass, do you see just a plant? When you encounter a puppy, do you see just the animal? While we categorize this one way of viewing the world, it is only a fraction of the truth, right? So they want you to see the bigger picture is what I'm getting from this. So look closer and you'll observe the luminosity immanent in these living sentient beings. If you can allow yourself to take in all of the world, including its spirit, then you will see the whole of that, right? It is we are all part of one living organism. I mean, sometimes I'll sit there and I'll look at I'll look at this and like just this rose quartz. How strange that I picked that up for you, Chiquita Rose Stevenson. You know, the rose quartz that I picked up. Imagine the life that's in this rock. You know, imagine that. Imagine the life that is coming through that blade of grass. Yeah, and that is really philosophical to contemplate all of that sort of stuff. It just blows my mind how much we are a part of each other, yet we are separate. I don't want the book. Okay, you don't want the book. What? Okay, so Chiquita, who is this person that you need to speak? I don't know who it would be that I need to speak to, but I'll keep an eye on that. Okay, so they're
Could
going
it
to.
be her higher self?
Yeah, it could be, but they're also telling me that you may be confronted with a situation where you need to speak your truth. So when this does happen to you, they want you to breathe and they don't want you to cover it with a joke. They want you to speak. Pardon me, to speak your truth. They want you to let it go. They want you to let that part of you go where you keep covering your emotions. Let it go, woman. Let it go, because you are beyond ordinary. You are extraordinary, and they want you to shine. Do you have anything else for her?
Not at the moment. There was something earlier, but wouldn't you keep, when I can't get it out right away, can I, after a minute?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you've been told about it before. All right, so just be aware. Forewarned is forearmed, Chiquita. And this is going to be one of those situations where you can learn that lesson, right? And once you've done it the first time, the next time you do it will be easier. Now, I had something just a minute ago and now it's gone. Oh, yes. Chiquita, are you planning on starting a new little venture? Have you got something that you want to begin? Because the universe, my guides are saying you have their blessing. Yes, it will be a go or no go, I think. What is that in reference to? Is this in reference to a new venture or something that you'd like to take on, like a small business, or something to do with career, something to do with how you're going to integrate this into your life? Have you got something new that you want to step into? Because they're giving you blessings. They're saying, just go for it, woman. We need you to start acting. We need you to stop contemplating so much. We need you to stop thinking. We need you to step into, start doing.
Feeling.
2023, yeah.
It's unlocking those emotions is
Yeah.
going to be a big key to her. because she's got such a, it's not a, she's more in charge of her masculine. She needs to let go of that feminine. She needs to speak to her higher self and let her out and combine the two. Maybe that's where she needs to quit holding back, is to learn how to sorry. Integrate both.
You right, Penny? Oh, okay. She just has to switch off for a second.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I think it's just where she needs to integrate both of them. Combining the two, speaking to her higher self, that will definitely release some emotions that she may have bottled.
Yeah.
It's getting in touch with those that'll help get her where she needs to go next.
Yeah. You had it. But I have an interview on Wednesday for a new. Yeah. So this for a new position. I don't know whether it's with the same company that you have got this with, but they're just giving you the blessings to say if you need a new job or you're starting something new, please do, because it feels like you're uninspired at the moment. It feels like you're, everything is good for you, but you feel like you need to be pushed. You feel like you need to be, you feel like you need to get excited about something. All you want to do is, roll your sleeves up and get busy with something new. And they're saying to me that the new position that you would like to go for is something that you really are ready to do because you're ready for this change. So make sure, Chiquita, that you've got everything in place because this change is going to bring about some good stuff for you. It's just a level up. It doesn't matter if it's a level up. Don't say that. It's just a level up. Jesus,
right.
Woman, be proud.
And the emotional stuff is what helps you level up.
Yeah. So encourage yourself, all right? Just encourage yourself to keep those changes going, keep the momentum going. It will end those feelings that you've got. It will end the mundane part of your life. You just need to step into it. And you're doing that. You're doing all the right things. They're just giving you the blessings. They're confirming what you want to do. Giving person, Chiquita, right? But give it to yourself as well, please. That's a huge move for me. I'm stepping good, because you're capable. You don't give yourself enough credit for being for being able to step up into this position or step out of your comfort zone. It's going to be a new, exciting times for you. So keep going with it, please. Keep going with it. Yeah. Well, I don't know what this position is, whether it's a position of being some sort of supervisor or being in charge of an area or you doing that particular job alone, but it will give you a new sense of being able to project your feelings, project your whatever it is that you need people to know, but you won't be covering it with a joke. You're doing the work. All right, you're doing the work. You will make this work. This will actually work for you. And this doesn't represent two people, by the way. This represents you harnessing that other side of yourself and bringing the two together and just making it work. Yes, influence. Yeah. Do you have anything else for her, Penny, before we finish this?
No, you're beautiful besides that, and I love you, and you know you can do this.
Yes.
It's the emotional side is the hard side, but it's what connects. It's what's needed now. And that's something that I'm learning, and I've got to step up myself, is diving into those emotional sides. I mean, I've ran from them my whole life, but it's the feeling, it's the love, it's feeling all of them. It's important. How else can you send love and gratitude and joy without feeling the heartbreak, the hurt, the sorrow, the pain? You have to have it all.
Absolutely. Chiquita, why would you think that you're going to cry in your interview? You're not going to cry in your interview, because what you're going to do is you're going to pretend that the person sitting in front of you has jocks on, or they've got their pajamas on or something like that. You're going to see a different side of the person sitting on the opposite side of the desk to you, right? You will not cry, woman, right? You will not cry. You will see this person as on an equal standing to you. They are no more important than you are. You are there and you are discussing things, right? And I just asked my pendulum, so you're going to have to come back to me and let me know, Chiquita, please. I just asked the pendulum if you would get this position that you're wanting, and it said yes. It will be there for you. No, okay, well, don't see them naked. Just see them with their PJs on. Right? Whoever
Yeah,
it
because
is.
I could see her looking at him and just laughing.
Yeah, you're allowed to be funny with that side of it. Chiquita,
Yeah.
that that you do.
She'll just look at him and take one look and, oh my God, a teeny weeny, and start laughing.
Exactly. And then they'll say to you, why are you laughing? And just say, no, it's just somebody said something the other day about an attitude that I need to adopt when I walk into the meeting. So just change the attitude when you walk through that door. If you have to, just I know it's hard when you go for an interview, all right, but it's that sense of self-worth that you know you can do this. You've got this. All right, just do it. Just fucking do it, woman. And I can speak it. I can actually say that, but you can't type it, because if you type it, you're going to get banned. So I can sit here with Penny and we can say fuck all day and we won't get banned. But you can write it. You can't write it, so you have to listen. You've got this.
Definitely.
Yeah, you've got this.
There's not much she can't do. That's the thing.
No.
It's just she has to realize it.
Yeah.
She doesn't believe in herself, especially with the spiritual shit, as much as she should.
I'm going to be so nervous, but it is what it is, and will be what it will be. Yeah. If you need to have a cry beforehand, just walk into the office wherever you are and just look at yourself and just have that cry beforehand. I guarantee you won't feel like, once you've had that first cry of the day, you probably won't want to cry at your meeting, because you're going to think of the pajamas.
A teeny weeny.
Oh my God, yes. Or that. Is it a guy or is it a female?
Itty bitty titty committee.
Or that, yes, or that. Not meditate beforehand. Teeny weeny. Yeah. All right, guys. We've been on for over 3 hours, so we will go, because Penny has to go to bed. It's really late for her, and I need to move into my day. I need to get down the street, which I really don't want to do. but I have to do it anyway. So, Chiquita, do you have any questions before we finish your reading for you? Just let us know. And if not, Penny, it's fine if you go, because I'll just do some runouts intuitively, although there's not that many people left. But Chiquita, do you have anything else that you'd like to ask? Could I have done something? I feel terrible. It's 9. It's Q20 time. 1:20. Well, it's 2:22 here. Hawkeye. Rick. I can't come at saying Hawkeye. I have to say Rick. Sorry. All right. Okay. Chiquita, thank you so much for your donation. We will split it at the end of the live. I'll gather the figures and we will split the donations 3 ways. So thank you to everybody who donated. As per usual, my share goes to the anti-child trafficking. So, and the other ladies, I'm sure that they have something. Oh, do I send it to the? I'll talk to you afterwards. About, yeah, anyway, I'll talk to you later. No, I can't think of one unless you tell me where my house is. I can't tell you where your house is. All I'm picking up, they're showing me a rose. I don't know what that means, Chiquita. Oh, fuck. Okay. No, your name says C. Rose Stevenson. That has nothing to do with it. I looked over this way and they showed me when you said something about where your house is. I don't know whether you like roses, whether you have
It's
roses
in our heart.
in the garden, yeah, or that, but they're showing me a rose because wherever this house is going to be your home. It's going to be your heart. It's going to be you. And it could also have a rose garden in it. Rick is only there because Facebook won't let me use mine. Oh, my first name. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Bless you as well, Chiquita. Thank you so much, everybody. Penny's going to go, and I will just do a very few short readings, and then I will take off myself. Penny,
Have a good night, everybody. Much love and light.
Take care. Have a good sleep. Hang on, wait a minute. No, there you go. See ya. Oh, that's close. That's almost too close. Don't like that. Love roses. There you go. If you love roses, it's going to have some sort of rose garden in it. They're just showing me a rose garden, and it's kind of like in the front yard. And they're well trimmed too. It's like you know how to take care of roses. It's got to be in your name for a reason. Okay, so who is sitting in the background there that may need a very short intuitive message? If you want an intuitive message, please give me your question and it will be very short and then I will head off. I'll choose somebody from the chat. Just if you have a question, Regina, please ask. New job. They're giving me the number 4 for you, Rick. I don't know whether it's for the 4th interview, whether it's the 4th month, but they're giving me the number 4. It's coming to you, but it's going to be there because you're going to take it. You're going to set the wheels in motion. Any questions, please? Please put your question forward. Is new love coming in? Regina, you need to spend some time on your own so that you can improve your boundaries. They want you to work alone for a little while before new love comes in. And once it comes in, you will understand why. There's just a few things that they need you to work on before that love comes in. So please take the time to know who you are and know what you want. I have to go. Now I have to go back and see Cheekiness Ribeye was saying I have to focus because Caroline said so. Yes, it's hard to focus. It is. It really is. Since I moved here, Queensland, 2 months ago to a new town, and stat, I'm on my third job. I never do that, but looking for another change. I'm not really sure what that means, Rick, but so that way it doesn't matter how many jobs you have. Just keep searching until one is there for you to take and really like. I have applied for 3 jobs. Will I get called? They're telling me that you're going to get called for 2 of them, if not 2, 1. It's really hard, Tatiani, to know that because the energies that are coming in from outside, and they're always changing. So at the moment, the energies are telling me that you will get 2, if not 1, call from the ones that you have applied for. You just need to step into your power when you do get that. I get what you're talking about, Tatiani, and please let me know what happens with that. You have to have faith in yourself, Tatiani, they're saying. That strength will show through when you go to the interviews. Now, just know that I didn't say if, but I said when. So something is going to come from this. But please let me know what happens, yeah? But just step into that you-ness, step into Tatiani. You've changed a lot about the things that you've done for yourself in recent months. So they want you to step into that when you go into this interview. All right, anybody else there that would like a message if you have a question? If not, I will head out. Just, I feel like that background is huge. Like, wow, there's just so much there. I feel little. Maybe I just should. No, I don't want to do that either. Thank you, Chiquita. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here, Tatiani. I don't know what I'm going to do about tomorrow's live, whether or not I will have a live or whether I will be doing a meditation. So I'm going to leave that open for the time being. Maybe I'll have a pop-up. I'm just not sure. I've done a lot this week. What day is it today? It's Tuesday today here. So, that's today. Okay, so, God, Caroline, jeez, woman, get with it. Okay, so there probably won't be a live tonight, but there may be a meditation, so we'll see. Other than that, I will see you all on Friday, if not before. Love and light to you people. Good night.